All right, I've been looking around, obviously, at little math tricks to post on my website. And this one's by far my favorite one, where you can multiply any two-digit numbers and come up with the answer really easily. So let me get started here. Let's say we have, I don't know, 25 times 12, okay? And so what we do is we just leave an empty space, and we're going to multiply the two ones numbers, and that's 5 and 2, and that's 10. So we're going to carry 1 over. 2 times 1, we're going to do the tens numbers, which is 2 times 1, and that's going to be 2. And then we multiply the 2 inside, the 2 outside, and we add those numbers together. So that's 5 and 4, and that's 9. And so what we end up with the carry, we're going to fix that, and that's going to be 300. And we can prove that by going to the old calculator, and we get 300. All right, let's do an easier one just to show you the basic numbers. Let's go 22 times 14. Okay, so the numbers are going to be smaller here. So I leave a space, and it's the 2 times the 4, the 2 ones numbers, and that's 8. And then it's going to be the 2 times the 1, the 2 tens numbers, and that's 2. And then we multiply the 2 inside and the 2 outside, and that's going to be 8 plus 2 is 10. And we carry that, and then we get 308. And we'll clear it, and we get 22 times 14. Whoops, I'm sorry. Let's clear it again. Must have done something wrong. 22 times 14, and we get 308. All right. Easier to do this way than with a calculator, I guess. All right, let's try a larger number. So let's go 64 times 28. Okay, so fairly large numbers. Leave the space. 4 times 8 is 32. Leave this for the carry. Okay, 6 times 2 is 12. And so here's the 2. Here's 1 to carry, but then there's nothing gonna go here to add. So I'm just gonna put the 12 here. All right. And then 4 times 2 is 8. 6 times 8 is 48. And then we're going to have to add that, okay? So that's going to be 56. All right, 6, 5, and then we add the carries. So the answer is going to be 1,792. And we'll get the calculator out just to check. 64 times 28. And that's going to equal 1792. And so looking at it, really the toughest calculation that I had to make of all of these, I would say, was just this, maybe the addition of 48 and 8. I don't know. 6 times 8. But I tell you, the ability to put this together as quickly can be a pretty powerful tool, I think. I think it can be very useful. Instead of, oh my gosh, I still see kids doing that lattice method from Chicago Math or Everyday Math, and it takes forever. It's so painful to watch. And then, and then people do the standard way, and that's the way I learned, and it's probably the way I would still do it. But if I got really good at this, I think I would be switching over to this method. Let's do one more in a different color. All right, let's do 96 times 35. All right, so we're going to have some bigger numbers. 6 times 5 is 30, and we're going to have the 3 up here. And then 9 times 3 is 27. All right, 6 times 3 is 18. 9 times 5 is 45. And we're going to add these two together. That's 3, 1, 63. And then I put the 3 and the 6 here. And now we do the addition. 0, 6. 3 and 3, and we'll see if I'm accurate. Let's see, 96 times 35, and we get 3360. And it really is a pretty simple method of doing it. Give it a try. I think you'll find it really easy, and probably, much more efficient than doing that lattice method that I still see some 7th and 8th graders do. It just really irritates me to see them you guys go through the pain of that when you have something that's available to you that's so much simpler. All right. Hope to see you on the next one.